I told him I wanted to be a country music singer, and I'm standing here at the CMT Awards with the Male Video of the Year, baby!
Jelly Roll took country music by storm last night when he won a ton of awards at the CMT Awards. He's the singer that no one saw coming.
I was a felon at a young age. I didn't know what I was going to do with my life.
And the story of how he got here is truly insane.
It may have looked like it was only 30 yards, but it took me 39 years to walk from over there to right here.
It all started for Jelly Roll when he was a teenager. He grew up in Nashville and his life changed forever at age 14 when he started getting into a life of crime. Just 2 years later, at age 16, he was arrested and tried as an adult. And it ended up changing the course of his life forever. He spent years in and out of prison. And during those years, he managed to start an underground rap career. But it didn't stop him from the cycle of getting arrested, going to prison, getting out, and doing it all over again. Until one day in 2008, he found out that he fathered a daughter named Bailey. From then, his life changed forever. He asked a friend to make him a Facebook page while he was in prison so that he could really get his rap career going once he got out. And this time, something changed for him. He managed to stay out of prison and get his life on track. He spent years trying to make a name for himself in music, and while he wasn't making a lot of money, his life did change pretty significantly. In 2015, he met his now wife, Bunny. At the time, he had nothing. He was living in his car and making about $100 per show that he performed. And she was making a lot of money as an escort. She helped him put his life back together. And even crazier, she helped him get full custody of his daughter. At the time, the mother of Jelly Roll's daughter was a struggling addict, and he needed to get custody of her so that she would be taken care of. So Bunny actually helped him get custody of her, even though they had just met. She helped him pay for the legal fees and helped him find a place to live because he was living out of his car at the time. According to Jelly Roll, from then on, they were just together, and that was that. And they've had each other's back ever since. They got married on August 31st, 2016. And crazily enough, just 4 days before that, Jelly Roll welcomed his second child, a boy named Noah. But no one knows who his mother is. Definitely not Bunny. But together, they've built a crazy life. They have full custody of Bailey still, but she's now able to see her mom. Jelly Roll said that there was a few years where they had absolutely no idea where she was or what she was doing, and that he was always terrified that the worst was going to happen. But luckily, she was able to get sober, and has been sober for 2 years. But now the best case scenario has happened and she's able to spend time with her. But even though Jelly Roll and his entire family's lives have changed because of his hard work and success, there are still a lot of parts of his life that will never change because of everything he went through to get to the top. Because of Jelly Roll's felon status, there are a lot of things that he will most likely never be able to do. Because the state of Tennessee has a no forgiveness policy, so he'll never be able to vote. He can't rent a house. He can never work in the medical field. There are a lot of countries that he'll never be able to go to, like Canada and New Zealand to name a few. He was finally able to get a passport, but it was a struggle, and he had to use his newfound fame and connections to help him get it. It's truly insane that someone who has changed their life so thoroughly will forever be restricted by his choices as a teenager.
And the craziest thing about Jelly Roll
is he's not letting that keep him down.
but he's not letting it keep him bitter.
Rather than hating the entire judicial system, he's actually trying to make it better. In December of 2022, he headlined at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. And rather than make it all about him and what a massive achievement that was, especially since he's originally from Nashville, he made it all about the prison system and donated 100% of the profits from the show to the same juvenile detention center that he was in during his teen years. And not only did he do that, but he went and met with the kids who are currently in there to help give them some hope and direction. He's even working to create a court-mandated aftercare program that will help kids when they get out of prison, so that they're not constantly in and out of the prison system for the rest of their lives like Jelly Roll himself was for so many years. He explained it best on the Zach Sang show. Once he was tried as an adult, he didn't see any point in trying to do anything with his life other than crime. To him, there was no way out. He was a felon now, and that would forever limit what he was capable of doing in his mind. And you can only imagine how many teens and young adults think exactly like he did. It's truly amazing that he was able to break the cycle and change his life forever. He is in the process of working with the governor of Tennessee to get pardoned. And after all the good that he's doing for the prison system, not even to mention the fact that he's becoming a household name in Nashville over these last few years, you can't help but hope that he does get that pardon. And hopefully once he does it for himself, he'll be able to help other reformed felons do the same. I don't think I've ever seen anyone in Nashville with such an inspiring story. Jelly Roll was destined for a life of crime and doing time behind bars. And rather than getting stuck in that cycle, he turned his life around. He's now worth $6 million. He's changing the way we all view genre when it comes to music. He has a great wife and 2 kids, and he's even helping reform the entire prison system. Can you believe how much his life has changed in just a few years? Especially after his CMT Awards sweep, it'll be interesting to see just how much he changes the music industry from here. Not even to mention all the changes he'll make to the rest of the world. Let me know in the comments below.